Hey guys, welcome to another review video. This is only my second review video, so I'm already acting like I have done this whole entire thing of review videos, but no matter. So, today I want to introduce you to my latest and greatest laptop purchase, the ASUS ZenBook Pro UX501VW. This guy is a phenomenal laptop. I paid $1,500 for it, but just the other day I did a Google search and found it for $1,400, so it's going down in price. It may not be the newest, latest, greatest thing in the world, but it is still a very good laptop. It is a desktop replacement for me, which is saying a lot because I was kind of old school, if you will. I always felt like desktops were the best place to get performance for cost, you know, that ratio there. And you know, that's probably still true, but the reality is, how much performance do you really need? I think this laptop is perfect. It will last me several years, and it can do everything that I want to do today, so I'm very happy with it. I don't have the benchmark scores for you right here, but you can go look those up if you're curious. This guy competes head-to-head with the 2015 MacBook Pro and the same kind of era model of the Dell XPS 15-inch. So the fact that this guy is about $1,000 cheaper than those guys is incredible. I cannot believe what ASUS did here. Guys, this guy is equipped with a 6th generation Intel Core i7 6700 HQ processor. It has 16 gigabytes of RAM, a 512 gigabyte SSD hard drive, which that's crazy because that alone usually bumps the laptop up by several $100s. So the fact that ASUS crammed all of that into one package is great. It has a dedicated NVIDIA GeForce GTX 960M 2 gigabyte graphics card, and it comes in the 15-inch form factor with a 4K UHD touchscreen monitor. That's pretty crazy, guys, and it weighs in at about 5 pounds, so it's really not that heavy, at least not for me. So the laptop itself is pretty sleek. It comes in all silver. It has the ASUS logo embossed right on the lid, so that's pretty cool. The keyboard is comfortable. It has nice tactile feedback, and the travel distance between keys is perfect. I have no problems with it. There's no funky keyboard layout stuff, at least not for me. I got used to it very, very quickly. The touchscreen works pretty well, but I'm not much of a touchscreen guy, so I mostly just use it occasionally when I'm flicking through documents or web pages, and you know, I just do that, and it's really that's nice for that. I personally think it has a decent battery life. People are going to vary on their opinions of this. I know a lot of people want the laptop to last a day of work, 8 hours or whatever. I don't think the ASUS is going to do that for you, but especially if you like do what I do, which is video editing, software development, gaming, all that kind of stuff is pretty hard on, it takes a lot of power to do that stuff. So I find that when I'm actively using it like that, I get about 4 to 5 hours out of it. And to me, that's good. That's pretty good. This guy also has a built-in SD card reader, which is phenomenal, especially since I've been doing so much vlogging lately. It's very, very convenient for me to take this on the road with me and then take the SD card out, plug it in, start reviewing some videos. So it's awesome to be able to do that on the road. I mostly bought this guy because I was stepping up my vlogging technology, and I can now do 4K footage. I can do 120 frames per second, 240 frames per second, stuff like that. And my desktop, which is now about 3 to 5 years old, depending on what component you're looking at, just wasn't keeping up anymore. So I needed something more modern, and this ASUS was perfect. Perfect for me. Let's go back to talking about some of the other peripherals. So I mentioned the SD card. There are also 3 USB ports. So that's pretty good. There is also a USB Type-C connector, and it also supports Thunderbolt, the Thunderbolt 2, I believe, which goes up to 20 gigabits per second. I currently don't have anything that makes use of that, so it's a little lost on me, but it's future-proof because I'm sure eventually I will get something that does Thunderbolt. So with all of the goodness, there is, of course, a downside. While gorgeous, the 4K monitor is a little tough to work with because not a lot of software on Windows scales correctly for this type of resolution. But I think this is a matter of time sort of thing. I think as time moves on, more software will conform and be able to scale appropriately. You'll notice that if you get this laptop, the default has it set to 4K resolution and then a default scaling factor of 250%. That's pretty much the only way you're going to be able to see text when you're using the laptop itself. Another thing that bugs me a little bit is that the screen doesn't open all the way flat, and the reason why that's a problem for me is because I bought a dock for this guy, and the dock allows me to insert the laptop into a little slot and it holds it upright with a kind of nice presentation. And if I was able to open the laptop all the way so that it was basically flat, I'd be able to get a third monitor out of it, but because I can't use it that way. So my dual monitor setup is the best I got. I can't use it with the dock and have it stand up and be all pretty. So that's unfortunate. But it's a minor thing, you know, that's not huge. Switching between my lower resolution external monitors and the high resolution built-in monitor on the laptop is a little weird. The best solution that I found is I actually reduced the resolution to 2.7K, and then on the laptop the scaling is at 150%, and on the external monitors I have it at 100%. This allows me to hot switch between having it docked and undocked without too much fuss. Occasionally I have to completely like reboot the machine or log out, log back in for all of the interface elements to realize that I have a different resolution monitor, but that doesn't, it's not that bad. It's not as bad as if you left it at 4K and tried to do this. The real solution, I think, is to probably upgrade my external monitors to big 4K monitors, but 4K monitors are still kind of expensive and I'm not ready to drop the money for that, so I'm not going to do that yet. Another issue is that the screen is very glossy. I work outside every now and then. I have to take this out into direct sunlight, and you cannot see the screen when in that scenario. So I bought a matte screen protector to try and help with this problem. Unfortunately, now the screen no longer looks as beautiful as it did before. So it's sort of a catch-22. It's a trade-off. Do I want the beautiful screen that I can't look at outside, or do I want kind of a grainy, matte screen, but I can see it everywhere? We'll see. Time will tell. I'll make that decision as I keep using it. The bezel around the monitor, around the laptop screen itself, is a little wide for my tastes, but honestly, it's not that bad, so that's kind of a personal thing. I would just like it if it was a little thinner. ASUS threw in a laptop bag with the laptop, which is pretty dinky. It's not a very good laptop bag in my opinion, and if you're a nerd like me, you already have 6 or 7 laptop bags, so I didn't really need it. Compared to my other bags, I have much nicer ones. So, but it's kind of nice for them to throw that in there in case you didn't have a 15-inch laptop bag. Now you do, and you don't have to go buy something else. So that's kind of nice. Now this is pretty terrible. This is the power brick. This thing is massive. Why is it so big? I don't know. I have a universal power brick that is probably at least 3/4 this size, and it can still power this laptop, so I don't understand why this has to be so big. And the other issue that I have is that if it's going to be this big, at least put in some extra thought to it, right? I've seen power bricks that have USB ports that you can take advantage of, but no, nothing. This thing is just for the laptop, and it is massive. Last but not least, my last complaint about this guy is the integrated speakers. They are not very loud. It is very difficult to hear them. I plan on experimenting a little bit with some third-party software where I can try to amplify the sound, but the fact that it's not great right out of the box is unfortunate. So usually what I do is when it's docked, I have a pair of external speakers that get used, or when I'm undocked, I have some Bluetooth speakers that I'll pair with the laptop. But you know what? With all of that said and done, this guy is a beast. For $1,400 now, you can get a new ASUS laptop, and I am just so pleased with it. This guy is everything I ever wanted in a laptop. It is my desktop replacement. I'm doing all of my video editing on it. It is my primary computing device, and I've had it for actually about maybe a month to 2 months maybe. So yeah, still love it 2 months later. I highly recommend it if you're looking for a new laptop. All right, so that's it, guys. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, write me some comments down below if you have any questions. And until next time, peace out. I can't believe I finished that entire take and I had that stupid little fuzzy right there.